Okay, here we go. So, welcome to everybody joining my very first live broadcast of a race of mine. So, what I'm basically doing, I'm close to the end of a season in the racing simulator called Iracing, where you raced against other people around the world, all people that take it very seriously. There's a point system where you lose rating and you can even get disqualified and you're not able to participate in some tiers of the events if you have too many incidents. So you can't bump people off the road, you can't run off the road, you need to drive as clean as possible.
Speak more clearly, I can't hear you.
So I'm aiming to be in the top 10 of my division this season. For that, I need around 50 points per event. So
No, I didn't catch that.
this week's event, I'm not at 50 points yet, so I need to have a clean race and I need to try and finish in the probably in the top 5, depends how strong my opponents are in this one. Right, so I just start up. I haven't even done any practice laps yet, so here we go. I don't know the track very well, so for this specific one I'm going to keep the racing line on. It's usually not recommended to drive with that. You'll quickly find out, if this is the first race that you're watching of mine, that I'm definitely not a very skilled driver at all. Just doing this for fun with the little time that I have. But as long as I enjoy it, it's lots of fun. So now the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to qualify, obviously. I've only got 2 laps to set a decent time. Like most forms of racing, it's pretty important where you end up on the grid when you start, especially because there tends to be lots of crashes and incidents in front of you if you start close to the back or even in the middle. So I'm going to try and do my best. For those of you who don't know, this number on the left hand side is where they basically rate you according to the people around you. So they rated me 5th out of these people, so potentially I should be able to be in the top 5 here. But I'm going to see. Right, so just going to my garage. I'm going to put my fuel level all the way down. Not going to tamper with my setup now. I don't have time to test that out really. Let's just quickly, let's call it warm the tires. So you can see I am in a Skip Barber, which is an open wheel racing car. Not extremely fast,
Watch the
but
white
you
line.
need good balance for it. Right, so you can see I'm racing with VR. I'm using the Oculus Rift. You can probably do better just with the triple screen setup, but for me it's much more enjoyable to race with the Rift, where you can look all around you and it's just much more immersive. Look on the left hand side there, you'll see that my previous best lap time is just under 2:07 for this lap, so that's what I'm going to aim for. Right, so here we go with qualifying. The plan of action is usually just
2 laps. Let's get this done.
Obviously you have your warm-up lap. get some heat into the tires and the brakes. And usually I will drive my first lap just a little bit more reserved, so I can just have a clean lap at least, be on the grid. And in the second qualifying lap I will push a little bit more to see if I can get a decent grid position. Lots of oversteer for this corner. Definitely need to work on my setup a little bit. So looking at the left there, you see like a green minus 0.11. That is compared to your best lap. So obviously I'm looking at that, and plus whatever here at the top of my screen, that shows me how my sectors and my total lap compares with my best lap. So for qualifying, obviously I want to get as close as possible to my best laps. Alright, here's close to the end. Not a very good one there. Okay, and this is this main straight. So I'm gonna go over the line right now, this green flag, and then I'm gonna start my first lap of qualifying. Right, here we go. Already I've got a good start. You can see it's a minus there. Just gonna try and stay quiet a little bit and see if I can actually pull this off without making any big mistake. That was a bit too wide. You can see I definitely lost a lot of time there. Messed that up totally. Okay, that was a good one. Did a bit better there. Whoa, what was that? Ah, okay. There, I probably effed up my entire lap with that one. Definitely have the first time streaming jitters here. Let's just try and do it the best I can. Oh, okay. So obviously off the track there, which means that this lap won't count.
Sorry mate, I didn't catch that.
I need to recompose myself a bit.
Repeat please.
And see if I can at least make the second lap count. Otherwise I'm going to start way at the back. This was already not good. Shifting a little bit too late then. Alright. Definitely not the best start to this lap. Terrible. Just gonna take it easy now and just see if I can just get a clean lap at least. watching. Please let me know who else I can know who's actually wasting their time in watching me play a game. Although, never call this a game, it's a simulator, yes. Simulator. Almost lost it there. Ah! Missed it up. The last two turns a little bit better. Still 0.7 for my best lap, so definitely not very good. Let's just, for fuck's sakes, just try something with this one quickly. That worked a little bit better. So this is just what I call my fun lap. See if I can risk a few things and try a few different lines and if that's working or not. We're struggling with this turn coming up here. Let's see. No, that won't work. Alright, so let's just call it a day. Let's go see where I qualified. Results. Wow, okay, well, this is surprisingly good.
I didn't catch that.
Qualifying 4th. It seems.
I didn't catch that.
In the break. That's not bad. It's like a second row. I can make up some places, and theoretically, I should be in the top 3 fastest guys here. Top 5. So for this race, let me just put in some extra fuel before I forget. You don't want that happening. So I'm gonna aim for, so I qualified 4th. Obviously I can do a little bit better. I'm gonna try for a podium finish, but I will be happy if I can just be in the top 5. Biggest thing is just getting past the first lap where all the incidents happen, the people crash into each other, cold brakes and tires, and people with jitters. Not a very good combination. Usually the first, I can almost guarantee the first turn is going to be a pile up. So I'm going to rather just try and hang back, see what happens in front of me, and if I'm faster than the guy, I should be able to win back any places. I don't want to take any big risks in the beginning. I'm going to try and not make any jokes and do a lot of talking while I'm driving, but I'll probably comment on some things. Please, if you want to comment, please do. Please leave a few comments and things so I can see. Just no haters, please. Obviously, I'm not doing this a lot. And there's lots of improvement that I can do.
Careful, careful, please.
The air temp is 25 Celsius. The track temp is 26 Celsius. Okay, let's try to avoid the turn 1 clusterfuck. Green, green, green.
Okay. Not too bad start. Yeah, I missed
Say
my...
again.
On your left. Clear left. Car left. Hold your line. Clear left.
Okay, I avoided the turn, one clusterfuck. Still lots of clusterfucks happening. There's a guy on my ass.
Alright, Bert, easy start. I can build something from here.
So you can look at the right hand side of the screen. That's how far I am behind or in front of the guys. So you can see the guy behind me, Michael Lara, he's a second behind me, and the guys in front about a little bit more than 2 seconds.
Joder, dos veces, tío, en la web.
So what I need to do now is to make sure the gap behind me increases and the gap in front. Maybe try and shave off some time. See if I can catch one of the guys in front. And they're on each other's asses, so hopefully one of them makes a mistake. And that was a mistake. The guy behind me has got a second and a half.
¿Qué coño vas, David? Hijo de la gran
He's
puta.
probably not a lot faster than I am.
The gap ahead is now 2.6.
Vamos a ver, payaso, ¿qué te molesta?
¿Qué me has dado tú a mi payaso?
Si te da yo a ti, ¿quién eres tú?
And the Spanish guys chatting to each other. I can hear a lot of angry
Aprendas a
people
conducir, payaso.
swearing at each other. Don't Spanish people always just sound angry
a ver la
anyway, so
review.
you never really know.
3 sueños y encima hay...
You're looking really good. Come on, keep your focus. E3.
Okay,
Se cae en la puta boca, payaso.
looking really good.
Te
So
digo que
let's
enteres,
have
payaso.
this right. Oh, missed my turning point. Let's see.
Hijo de la gran puta.
Comparison
Aprenda a
lap's not
conducir.
looking great.
Puta madre.
And the
Ah,
guys
tu
in
puta
front of
madre,
me are
vaya,
pulling
mierda.
away a little bit, and the guy behind me is catching up slightly.
Que te quites la polla de la boca para hablar.
The gap in front is now 2.9. Sector 1 times okay.
The one thing that's good is that I've got no incidents yet. If you get more than, I think, 17 incident points, then you're disqualified. But the guy behind me is catching up fast. He's almost a second behind me. And the thing is, if he gets too close, he'll get the slipstream advantage as well. Which you don't want, so I want to keep him like a second and a half at least. That's a little bit too close for comfort.
The gap in front has increased. It's now about 3.2.
You want a really good last turn there before the long straight, because any additional speed that you carry will benefit you for this entire straight.
0.66. The car ahead has just done it through a 6.52.
See my last lap 277.
The guy behind has just done it
About a second after my
2/10 off the pace in sector 3.
qualifying time, so it's not great. And the guy behind me is catching up just too quickly. There, I used some additional braking. And as
Watch out.
Very sorry, man.
people crash in front of me.
Sector 1, incident in Tosa.
So bad for them, good for me. Unfortunately, I had to brake a little bit there just to see what's going on and avoid any potential crashes. So now the guy is behind me a little bit too quickly. If I'm not mistaken, I'm in first position actually.
Sector 2 is 0.48 off the pace.
Top left.
Now, the guy behind me is definitely got me on pace. Especially if I keep on messing up like this, it's not going to help.
Track limits, come on.
And the problem is, the guy is faster than you are and he's behind you and putting on the pressure. Yes, who's always the one that makes
Bert,
the mistake.
keep doing what you're doing, this is spot on. You're now on the
Me.
lead. The guy behind has just done a
So,
6.88.
Left side.
I'm gonna let him through.
Still there. Clear left. Car left. Clear left.
And see if I can force him into a mistake now. A lot of people like to do defensive racing. Ah, jeez.
Yellow flag.
Okay.
Watch the track limits. There's an incident in. No,
Just
sir.
totally didn't concentrate there. That could have gone a lot worse than it actually did. The thing is, if you're having a bit of a spill like that, it's really important to try and refocus and just calm yourself. Because you always want to try and make up for the mistake by overdriving, and that's the worst thing you can do. Then you're just gonna make more mistakes. So the guy in front of me is like at 6 seconds now. The track feels a little bit slippery to me. It's definitely not my tires yet. It looks overcast.
Catching. The gap's now 2.9 seconds.
So I think the temperature is down a bit, and that's what makes things just a little bit more slippery than it was in qualifying. Now my next challenge is going to be keeping Jari de Brabander behind me. He's at 2.6 seconds.
The guy behind has just done a 206.63.
And now another potential problem in front here is it's a lap car. Don't want to run into trouble with that.
Sector 1 is 0.27 off the pace. I think P3 has pinned
That
it
was actually
in.
quite a
We'll
good
know.
sector. See, something happened to the Yari guy behind me because he's way back now. He must have made a mistake or something. So I need to capitalize on that and just drive smoothly. See if I can maybe catch the guy in front.
Shit, Bert. Track limits, come on.
So you see the top there, my incidents are 4 out of 14. Oh, and I keep that as low as possible.
You're breaking up. Say again, please.
Not sure if you're hearing this guy, but I've got my crew chief. It's a software that I'm running. It's a spotter.
Sorry, mate, I didn't catch that.
So every time, sometimes he takes my voice and then I can give him voice commands. Yeah, this guy made a mistake. The lap car. Made a few shifting mistakes there, and again. Only this guy could let me by on the straight, and then I can avoid any incidents with him. You see the slipstream effect that you get right there.
Left side, clear left.
Thank you. Right, so the battle is on again between me and Michael Lara. Whoa.
You're 2/10 off the pace in sector 1.
Looking at Michael in the front, I see, but it's 7 seconds. Yeah, that was actually quite good. My third sector is good.
¿Qué vas a hacer tú vaya a la estampa?
Let's see if I can just capitalize on that. That wasn't good. So, looking at the pace, I'm about on par with Michael. Yo. Very sliding. I'm actually gonna have the best lap here. This doesn't happen very often when it's not qualifying. Yep.
Okay, Bert, halfway home, fuel's good. Last lap time was 2:06.94. That's your best lap in this session. Come on, man, keep pushing. Sector 3 is 0.25 off the pace. The gap behind is now 9.0.
If I don't make any mistakes, I'm pretty safe in second position. It's been really a long time since I actually won a race. It would be great if I can actually catch this guy in front. Maybe if he sees I'm starting to catch him, I can force him into an error.
Sector 1 is
that's the best case scenario.
off the pace.
Because there's about 5 laps left. He's about 5 seconds, so I need to be 1 second faster than him every lap. And at this stage, that's just not going to be possible, really. And obviously I'm starting to lose my slowly, but still I'm starting to lose my tires as well. So you need to try and adjust your brake points. Just be a little bit less aggressive with the steering.
Buen adelantamiento, Eduardo, no has hecho.
It's going to be another big step. This just shows how little I've actually practiced in this circuit before.
This is excellent, mate. Keep it up. Not that
No,
was it. 206.
not you actually get
Okay,
best
Bert.
laps in the
We're
race.
matching race
You have
pace. Sector 3 is 2/10 off the pace.
more fuel and things like that. As you can see, I'm a little bit better in some corners than this Michael guy, but others he's just better than I am, so we're pretty on par pace-wise. And I'm actually driving pretty consistently, for me. The last few laps at least.
You're pulling away. The gap behind is now 11 seconds.
Actually at 4 seconds, I managed to shave like a second off from the guy in front.
Sector 2 is 2/10 off the pace.
Almost at 3 seconds now. Maybe he's starting to make a few mistakes now. His tires are going as well, and he's trying to put on the pressure. Three laps left, 3.5 seconds. Will I catch him or not? Maybe make a post in the comment section and
207.00.
put your bets down. Let's see if you're right or not. Can I catch him or not?
Sector 2 is 2/10
Will he make a
off the
mistake
pace.
or not? Under 3 seconds.
Sector 1 is quick.
2 seconds. In front the guy is a lap guy. So that will help me if he runs into the lap guy, or it could. That could also be bad for me when I run into the lap guy.
The gap behind is now decreased to 9.7 seconds.
On the right.
Under 2 seconds. 3 laps left. So that was a good last corner, so my speed advantage might help me down the straight.
That time was 207.11. Sector 2 is 0.38 off the pace. The guy behind has just done a 206.33. The gap behind is now 9.3.
1.5 seconds.
On the right. On the right.
Okay, there goes the crash.
P2. Push, push, push. We can win this.
We can win this. More than 2 laps left. 1.5 seconds. If I can have a few stellar laps now, there's definitely a chance for overtaking him.
Sector 2 is 0.37 off the pace.
Hopefully this guy will start feeling the heat and just make a mistake. Because otherwise he's going to force me to start overdriving my car, and maybe I will make a mistake in the last lap. And I don't want other people to come and start and pass me as well, because I'm in a pretty good condition. Remember, my goal is just to get 50 points. So usually, depending on how good the competition is, they're not that good today. I might be able to make it here at second position.
Off the pace. Okay, Bert. Lap times are pretty consistent.
Yeah, that wasn't very good. Had a slight hiccup there. It's my second last lap. I need to try and take him now. I'll get really close to put myself in a good position to overtake him. There, he made a mistake. Let's see if I can take him.
On your left. Clear left.
Ah,
On your left.
and there I made a mistake. Now he's going to take me again.
Still there.
Let's see. I can just
Hold
get
your
the
line.
inside line. I'll get the inside
your line.
line here.
Still there.
I have to let him
Hold your
go.
line. Clear left. Right side.
Ah,
Still there. Hold your line.
Stay right there.
Clear right. Car left.
whoa. Yep,
there.
definitely tapped him there.
Clear left.
Sorry. Sorry. Sorry, not sorry. He's gonna swear at me. Luckily our races are not over yet.
There's an incident in Ravazza 1.
My car seems to be okay. It's just a little love tap. Now if I can just make this stick. Thing is, he's half a second behind me and he's gonna have
White flag, one more lap to go.
so it's gonna be last lap, and now he's gonna have
Right side. Hold your line.
I'm just gonna stay on the inside, force him to the outside. Let's see.
Still there. Hold your line. Clear right.
Okay, Bert. One more to go. Keep it together. We'll be on the podium.
On your right. Clear right.
Wow, what a battle. Just got the slipstream benefit down that big straight.
Technic panel.
Sector 1 is 1.9 off the pace.
So I need to stay behind him. Hopefully get that slipstream benefit as well. And be able to pass him. Ah, now I messed up. So close, I had him.
Sector 2 is 0.8 off the pace.
That was a better corner than him. Now, am I going to try passing him here or
Car left.
no braking?
Clear left.
Or
Car
switcheroo?
right. Clear right.
No, he bumped me. Now just to keep him behind me, he's gonna try and I'm gonna have to block him.
Car left.
Come on!
Hold your line.
No!
Clear left.
No, 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 no. Yeah. So good.
Well done, Bert. Great drive. That's a podium.
That was so close to first. Yeah. What a battle. Good race, everyone. Good race, Michael. Right, so that's the race. Yo, actually quite an exciting one. Really could have gotten that first place. But that's how it goes. As long as there's a few good battles, then I enjoy it. Obviously, I've got so much more to learn. So, I'm gonna look at the points that I got. See if I got my 50 points. Let's see. So last session's results. Not sure if you can see this. So you can see, that's why the people were not very good. They put me in the bottom split. So I was almost the best of the worst. So they're just waiting for the race to finish, and then I'll be able to see the points. Alright, here we go. So strength of field, only 1,000, it's not a lot. And they put me in the bottom split. But there we go. Made 57 points. Yes. Managed to go over my 50 points. So I got my target. And this is how safe you were driving. So I only had a few incidents, 6, which is about average. So a little bit better than average according to them. So I got a positive mark there as well for my safety rating, which is good. This counts towards your what class you can drive. So basically that's how it works. So to see the series standings, my previous series standings is 20th. They count 8 weeks at the end of the day, I think. So I've still got one more week of points to go. And I will probably get a few more points here than my last race, where I only got 40 something points. So maybe I would be around here now if they got my points. So my goal by the end of the season, which is in only a few races time, is to try and get like 50 points more, or maybe let's say 60, and I can get to maybe 400 points. That's realistic. So that will put me at 9th probably. But obviously a lot of the other guys also have extra races to do, so it's going to be a bit of a challenge. So let's see if I can hit top 10 in my division, and I'm in Division 8 now, and then hopefully move on to Division 7 and beyond for the next series. The Iracing Skip Barber. Right, so thanks for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed it. For all the people that stayed up until the end, if you did, please let me know. Appreciate it so much.